Today our two-tiered trinket dish is ready to demould and put together. Here is the upper plate with our signature orange slice design dressed up with dried leaves and pressed white hydrangeas. And this is the lower and larger plate featuring orange slice halves and the same white flowers, both partially bordered with acrylic crystals. This plate is the largest resin piece I've made up to date, making it slightly more stubborn for demoulding. You'll notice a hole in the middle of both pieces, and this is where our gold stem will thread through to tear up the two plates. First, we align our golden dish topper, and the mid-stem screws into it. I chose gold hardware as I think the warm tones complement the overall colour palette of the two dishes. And then our base screw gets put in, which secures the plates together. The washers are great to ensure no cracking of the resin as the screw is tightened up, especially to withstand the weight of larger accessories. And here is our orange-themed two-tiered trinket dish.
Now it's time to figure out what she is and demold both of these. Demold. Okay, now we can start pulling her apart. Oops. Okay. Why is this? It's only cut halfway. That is so... It doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Okay, so basically I was correct. This mold, I already have it. Absolutely hate it. Simply because the face never turns out right. The hand never turned out right. You have to do it separately. So you have to do the face first, then do the hand, then you can start pouring the resin. Oh God, why did I get two? I almost dropped her, but here she is. The mouth is missing, the hand is missing. She looks so good. Shining as a whatever. Doesn't need a glossy coat. She's beautiful. Cute.
If you see this, please don't scroll away. I kind of make art, and honestly, I feel like nobody here on TikTok cares about art. So if you like art like me, can you please like this video? Because I feel worthless after working so many hours on a piece of work and then nobody actually seems to like it. Don't mind this one, this was a fail. You're probably going to go away, so I'm sorry if I wasted a couple seconds of your day. Also, could you please check this angry? This is an
So it's Friday night. My man tells me he's going to go out with the boys for a little while. So, of course, a couple hours later, I check his location on the OnStar, which, by the way, he knows absolutely nothing about. And he's at this particular address that's unfamiliar to me. And I'm like, you know what? The last few times he's gone out, he's been going to this address. And I'm now really curious. I want to know who the fuck lives there. I'm like, I need to stalk his ass. So I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, I got to call my sister to come over here. She'll watch the kids while they're sleeping. I'll take her car, go to this apartment, look through the window and see what's going on. And imagine I look through the window and he's sitting there with some fucking bitch having drinks on the couch, laughing, joking, having fun. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I need to kick the door down and beat both their asses. And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe you're overreacting a little bit. Let's take a moment and give him a call, see if he actually answers the phone. So I give him a call. The first ring, he doesn't answer. My heart's palpitating. The second ring, I'm like, I got to call my sister right now. And just as I'm about to hang up, he answers the phone. He's like, hey, babe, what's up? And I'm like, hey, babe, what you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm at the bar, you know, we used to go to before you had the baby. And I'm like, oh, tell everybody I said what's up. And he's like, hey, the wifey said what's up. And I'm like, shit, I almost killed someone innocent.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm confident enough to actually make stuff on here, but here I am doing And if I'm on your For You page, ha!
Alright, the long-awaited demolding. If you were on my live last night, I demolded this on live and recorded with my phone. So there was a spot where it kind of messed up. You can see it at the teeth. So I won't be selling this, but I did decide that it will be in my upcoming giveaway. And this is my favorite part. I absolutely love this powder. Like, it came out so good. Look at it. I love it so much. And I still need to gloss it, so that's what we're about to do. And I just gloss it with some more resin. I ended up switching my paintbrush like halfway through because I didn't like that one, but I decided not to gloss the flowers either because I wanted them to keep that look, but I absolutely love this. Thank you for all the followers, and I love you all.
You have got to stop guilt-tripping people into buying from your small business. I'm serious. It's not making you look very good. By making angry videos complaining about how many sales you're not getting is actually scaring people away. But I get it. You're frustrated. Algorithms suck, and you've put a lot of work into this. But don't worry, your stuff is cute. People will want to buy from you. Make content that's more personal. Show us your process. Give us something to look forward to. It's gonna be a slow burn. That's the problem with starting a small business. But don't use complaining as a marketing strategy. Seriously, it won't work.
It's officially time for the first episode of Misogynistic Ex-Friend. I'm going to start with the first time I can remember him actively hitting on me. There may have been times before this, but this is the first thing that comes to mind. It was the summer after senior year, and the setting was a bonfire on the beach. There was a lot of weird stuff that took place that night, but the important fact is somehow I wound up around the bonfire alone, very angry. My ex-friend comes up to me and basically says, "You want to walk down the beach? I want to talk to you about something." I knew exactly what he was trying to do, and I was also just really mad, so I wasn't having it. I looked at him and said, "What the hell do you want to talk to me about?" He made up some crap about the fact that I just got into a fight with my best friend and then put his hand on my leg and got closer to me. I wasn't having it, so I removed his hand and just got up and walked away. He continued to try to come up to me and talk to me and get me alone the rest of the night, but at that point I had already talked to 3 of my guy friends, and they were all making sure I was never alone at any moment. I know this isn't the craziest thing to happen, but I had just gotten into a fight with my best friend and I was really upset, and that's the moment that he chose to pursue me, and I just found that really disrespectful.
You know, Deborah, that was really racist.
No, she's from another time. You gotta be understanding.
She's from another time?
Yeah, things were different in her time.
Okay, and she's been here the whole time in between then and now, right?
Well, yeah, but things were different when she was young.
Okay, no, yeah, like, I get that. But are we really gonna pretend that yesterday it was the 50s and she just teleported into 2020 with no time to prepare or work on her biases?
It's just that it was more socially acceptable when she was young.
Yes, and it has not been socially acceptable for the past at least 20 years. Where was she for those 20 years?
Well, she was round.
Okay, so what's her excuse? Because I'm sorry, but it was socially acceptable in the 50s isn't a very good excuse anymore, now is it?
Story time! So when I was in 8th grade, all my friends wore thongs, and I thought it was really cool how, like, they bent over, like, on a chair, and just the little thong triangle popped out of the jeans. So I wanted a thong triangle. So then when we went to the mall, we passed Charlotte Russe, and I pretended that I bought thongs all the time and that I needed new ones. And I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, I need to buy thongs. So we went to like that $5 bin, and I got white thong with red cherries. So I was like, you guys, I need to change into my thong because like my underwear is so uncomfortable. So I went into the bathroom at the mall and I put the thong on. So then the whole time I was so uncomfortable, it was hurting. My parents picked me up from the mall, and then when I got home, I'm like, Mom, I got a thong. This is so uncomfortable and it's hurting. Is it supposed to feel like? And Mom goes, let me see. And I come out and she goes, yeah, well, you put it on.
So today I'll be telling you guys how I make my notebooks. And that first step is demolding the front and back covers, which you can see here, then getting my binder rings and my paper. We need to align those up, click it in, and there we go, that's it.